You're listening to Legein Fio, a Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast, starring Kaitlyn G, Loganne Digma, Chrissie Annie H, and Nelly. Thank you for tuning in, and enjoy!
I have the recap written down. I take notes. I'm a responsible player.
Hey.
Loganne, you're in charge of the recap.
What's that supposed to mean?
Great.
Absolutely.
I'm very responsible. So, run into Abraham and Max. Billy gets a wall lowered and it opens into another room. Button puzzle with fire that lights torches.
Yes!
A taxi woman, Taru from the castle, brings over an unconscious half-Goliath Jordan that's part of the guard. Other randoms with them but got separated when the ground fell.
Wait, what was that last
one? Randoms. We go back with Jeremy Jordan, the single dad of an only child, to the abandoned city area. We meet the library assistant officially, Danya. We take her to Jordan and Taru. Lawrence walks over. We return to the city.
Lawrence walks over. Like, had to add
He has the audacity to walk.
How dare he? He should crawl.
True.
Danya says Runesong used to be a mining town. Rumors of ancient cities. Bonding time with Taru. Lawrence tries to report us to Queen, but no one takes him seriously.
Good.
You know what?
No one takes him seriously, the end.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so we did meet Taru and Jordan. Okay.
Jeremy Jordan. Yes, it's
Jordan.
Jeremy Jordan.
Yep. That's right. Okay, we met.
Jordan.
I expect him to start riffing randomly throughout the game.
There you go.
He's a little busy trying not to die right now, but we'll see what he can do later.
Waiting for his Santa Fe moment. It'll happen.
Maybe it's just instead of screaming, he riffs. So if we punch him really hard in the stomach, he would be like, ah!
Okay, Poseidon.
Okay, with that, welcome back to the adventure. So we are picking up again at the makeshift medic tents with, let's see. Yep, you guys were left with Celine as Bree went running off to find someone, and I believe Wilma she also went somewhere to do something.
Yeah,
probably,
Wilma and I made
guess.
up, and then she ran off.
Yeah, she went somewhere. I don't remember what I said. It just literally just says Wilma has
And
left.
I gave her bat guts.
Wilma has left the chat. Yes, I remember this.
Yes, that's right. Which just about broke you.
It was so Oh, God. It was really good. I wasn't expecting it. Really quick, how is everyone doing, health-wise? I don't remember.
I am at full hit points. How am I doing full hit points wise? The amount of hit points I have absolutely sucks. So if you want to level us up or something, that would be cool.
We're in this campaign, we level up by milestones, and we certainly haven't met the next one yet.
Boo! Also,
We gotta go through some torment before we get there.
Okay, that's fair. I realized in my current state, I didn't grab any dice to play Dungeons and Dragons.
That's fine, you don't need dice.
How could
Okay.
you?
Okay,
I'll roll
I got
for
him
you.
now. I got him now. It's all good.
No, Annie, if you roll, then she'll actually get good numbers.
Hey!
Not at first. It's gonna start off with the most atrocious numbers, and then later on, once we get towards the end of the session, then we're gonna start getting the good rolls. Oh, yeah, I was just checking everyone's status, because I couldn't remember if we did combat last time or not. Okay, so that is all.
We did verbal combat with Lawrence.
Did you? But you did. Yeah, you took all kinds of psychic damage.
More like he did. Oh. So, Wilma has walked off, Bria's walked off, Selena's still with us, Lawrence is off, crying in the corner like a little man baby, yes?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I actually want to look around. Where did he go? Is he crying in the corner like a little man baby?
You can't see him anymore. He's just kind of been, disappeared into the crowd. There's too many people.
Alright. I'll accept that, I guess. In that case, I guess I'll turn to the party. We're kind of in the medic tents. So, is there anywhere where they could use our assistance? Is there anywhere we can go to help? Or are we just kind of, on leave, I guess, from our exploration in the tunnels.
You can, do whatever you want. Like, there's really no, like, set, like, hours to search or anything. You can just go search if you want, and when you need to take a break and rest, you do that all of your own free will, basically. So it's all up to you.
Got you. Yeah, so I'll turn to the group and just kind of, lay it out in the open. Where do you guys want to go next?
Where is Celine? Is she with us currently, or is she just in the area?
She's with you, but she is, she's turned away from you and seems to be looking through a crate of medical supplies.
All right. Then Lorelei will look from you, Philly, and over to Celine, as she'll walk over, not trying to scare her, but just trying to get her attention, as she kind of peeks over to see what she's looking at in the crate.
She doesn't even look up, but seems to already know you're there, and... Can I help you with something?
I actually wanted to ask you the same question. We just came back from a perilous journey in the mines, and we wanted to know if there was anything else we could help with.
She kind of pauses and glances up looks between you all, kind of pointedly, and then, how many of you have any, healing experience exactly?
Lorelei just points to herself.
And then the other two?
Shunk just slowly raises his hand as well.
I have healing words, so I can also raise my hand, yeah. I'll just kind of, not as enthusiastically or as professionally as Lorelei, but just kind of like give a little wave.
Okay. So Celine definitely takes notice of, your less confident hand wave, Philly. But she kind of shrugs to herself, and so Celine had been gathering some items. She stands back up and holds out some of the medical supplies, and well, I suppose if you're capable, then I wouldn't mind having some help checking over Jordan and anyone else.
I think Lorelei should go check on Jordan.
Lorelei will give a nod as she looks back to the party as if does that sound good to everyone?
I'll stick out my hands to take some of the medical supplies out of Celine's arms.
And Shunk.
Shunk is just getting tangled in his cables.
Good job.
You
yeah,
good?
no, I'm good. Shunk will be just
Okay.
following Philly around and just like carrying supplies for her.
Aw,
Sweet. In
Aw,
that
that's
case,
an adorable
anything
image in my head.
it is. In that case, anything Celine gives to me, I immediately dumps in Chunk's arms.
Yeah, then point us in the direction of wherever you need us to go, and we'll be there.
Well, I'll be going with you, actually.
Even better.
And she... Was that in character?
Yeah, even better. Perfect.
She starts heading back towards where Jordan was with the supplies. Sure, I've got everything. Yep, alright, so you only walk a couple of tents down, and sure enough, there is Jordan laying back on basically just seems like a tarp on the ground. They're very stretched for resources right now. Further back in the tent, you can see a couple of other people. Most of them look like they're part of the guard who have gotten banged up one way or another. But overall, it seems to be a lot more of the more minor injuries, not like anyone's bleeding out or anything. So with them in the tent, Danya and Taru have actually stepped off to the side and seem to be talking to each other about something. Jordan is he appears to be conscious, just kind of taking it easy. So Celine goes right over to him and kind of gently shakes him to make sure he's actually awake and see what's going on with him. In the back, there are 3 guards. One looks pretty young. The other 2 are just kind of adult, middle-aged-ish. They're back there with a... Oh god, I'm gonna totally butcher this pronunciation for sure. Furbog?
A furbolg?
Oh,
Yeah.
a beerbog? Beerbog? I call him beerbog.
Veerbog?
Beerbog.
Veerbog? Is that how you say it?
I know what you're talking about. I love them. Yeah.
Yeah, that
BRB,
thing.
Googling what the heck this is. How do you
They're
spell
so
it?
cool. They're so cool.
Yeah, it's one of those people. And they are currently helping the youngest looking guard, who seems to have a pretty banged up leg.
I guess since people are kind of tending to Jordan already, I will head back to the others that we spot to see what's up with them.
Yeah, same here. Whoever seems to need the most help at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 2 other guards at the back. Would you each like to make a... What's it called? Is it a medicine check or a healing check?
Medicine.
Medicine check would be like
Medicine
the,
check.
yeah.
Yes, both of you please make individual medicine checks.
Okay.
Logan, you go
do you want to
first.
say your roll? Okay. Well, I got a 12.
Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. Logan, congratulations on your 12. That's so good. We don't have to talk about what I rolled.
Did you get a nat one?
No.
No, I got a 3.
Oh, hey, it's not a nat one.
Yeah, it's not a nat 1. Well, I mean, it was a 2 plus a 1, so.
Philly, you walk over, but you don't really know what to look for. In between, like, the armor and such, you kind of just end up walking right up to this guard and staring them in the eyes.
That works, yeah.
Lorelei, you actually go up and introduce yourself and say hello to this person. It takes you a few minutes to figure out what exactly happened with this guard's shoulder. It seems it pretty much like came out of the socket. So once you identify that, though, you are able to... Shunk, you can make a medicine check if you wanted to.
No, he's got his hands full.
Like, I only knew the
I
other...
hate it.
Okay.
I hate it.
Literally. But you do manage to kind of get it back to where it's supposed to be, and check for any other injuries so you don't.
Alrighty, so Lorelei actually accomplished what she
Yep.
set out to do. I'm currently staring this man in the eyes.
Yeah, Philly's just staring at this person in the eyes. The person is just staring back.
Does this guy have, like, what color are his eyes? How do they look?
How do they look?
Brown?
Alright. As I'm staring at him in the eyes, I'm just gonna kind of get lost in them and be like, you have really nice eyes.
Thanks?
Oh, sorry. My name's Philomena. We're here to help.
Okay. This person is very unnerved.
Yeah.
Lorelei's eyes kind of drift over, just kind of watching silently. Not asking if she needs help yet, just observing.
The other guard also seems to be just observing, watching what is happening.
I don't even know how to continue role-playing this. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Neither do I, so by all means.
Usually I'm so good at working through these things, but you said you stared this man in the eyes, and I don't know how to get out of this hole.
It's okay.
I don't either, so by all means, you can step away. You can leave this interaction.
Oh yeah, so I will step back and let Lorelei finish what she's doing so that I'm not in the way.
Lorelei will watch you go as she turns back to the person you're helping. She's like, may I?
yeah. And they kind of like look between you and look between Philly kind of nervously, but then they kind of lean over towards you. Meanwhile, Shunk, you hear your name get called from behind you, and you see Celine, she waves you over.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Staring in someone's eyes is actually a criminal offense here on Runesong. You're all being arrested.
The medical supplies that Shunk's carrying, are they like fragile, like glass potions and whatnot? Or is it just like
There's
gubbins?
probably like a potion or two in there. Given Philly just kind of threw it all out on you, so I'd say yeah.
Yeah, I'll just drop everything and then turn around and walk over to her.
No. I need you to bring me those, please.
Oh. He just turns around and just starts like scooping it back up.
I love how you guys are instantly like, oh my god, this is it. This is the end.
So as he's got like, as soon as he's got like an armful of just like broken glass and MacGuffins, he'll walk over back to Celine and kind of just like lift it up towards her while keeping it like close to his chest so it doesn't fall again.
The three most lovable idiots in Runesong.
Yeah, she just kind of looks in. You can just set that down on the ground. Thank
He
you.
just drops it again.
So Jordan is kind of he's propped up now. Celine grabs some bandages from the pile that Shunk was holding, and Jordan just kind of glances between you, Shunk, and the other two, and so where did you all come from again?
Many a places.
At this point, Celine cuts in while she is doing her work, and there are visitors, and they saved the queen, and they also fell in the crevice. And as soon as she says crevice, she like tightens the wrap, and in that distraction, Jordan like jumps a little and like tenses up, like puts his hand in a fist, but is able, like, was given enough of a distraction to slow himself down and not punch Celine.
Dang.
I love Celine. I love Jordan. I love all these NPCs. Keep going.
Aw, thank you. And Celine just kind of pats him on the shoulder and continues with her. Probably make a roll here. Mm-hmm. She starts picking through some of the items again, and so what else did you guys find down there? And she also kind of glances up at the three of you, so kind of a general question for everyone here.
I'll just look back up at her. We found your friend Abraham and his dog Max, and we found a bunch of bats who really didn't like us.
Bats?
Yeah, big bats. Almost killed us.
Giant bats.
Oh, giant bats. Right. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
And an entire underground abandoned city, if that's worth anything.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that when you came back with Brio. Was it the same city, or is this a different area?
We found a lot of different sections of the city, actually. I don't know if that's all the sections. There could be a lot more down there, but they all seemed rather big and rather connected.
After a couple minutes, Celine just seems to be thinking for a while. And she kind of nods. And as she continues talking over her work, she, again, like, takes points during the conversation where Jordan seems the most distracted to, tighten bandages and such. He does seem to have a intense reaction every time, but overall she manages to get a lot of her work done. To change the subject a little, I'm surprised you guys are taking so kindly to, being investigated and all.
I don't see what harm there is in it if we've done nothing wrong. We have nothing to hide.
Most people would object to that anyway, but I suppose you have a point.
I mean, we brought Bree back to the surface. We helped explore and rescue people. What's so bad about that?
Nothing, really. And I'm in no position to judge you, necessarily. I just know most people don't take kindly to being followed around and investigated. I suppose it makes them feel trapped.
I don't mind. I mean, every new person I get to talk to and meet is a new friend, a new person to help each other, really, not just me, on our journeys.
Friends, like Lawrence? At that, Celine actually cracks a smile at Jordan on the ground. He, rolls his eyes heavily at this. And she, yeah, don't worry. He's a pain in the ass for everyone.
Who even is he?
Yeah, that was my question. How do y'all know him?
He's a resident here. Rather rich businessman. He's annoying, but he hasn't done anything that's against the law, and I guess he does provide jobs for some people.
Is libel and slander not illegal in this kingdom?
She just kind of shrugs and shakes her head. I mean, he hasn't really done anything other than complain. And voicing your opinion isn't technically a crime. He hasn't done anything to make us think he could try anything malicious. He's just annoying at worst. Try not to let it get to you.
I usually don't. Is she all, finished patching up Jordan at this point?
Yes. Seems. Yep.
Coolio. Are there other people that are, getting mended that seem uncomfortable, with their pain and their injuries and stuff?
Not in this tent. But as Celine stands up and kind of dusts herself off, she leans down to pick up some more supplies, and we better get moving to the next tent. And at this point, you all hear rapid footsteps approaching.
Oh god.
Celine just kind of glances up, and you're gonna want to stand back.
Yeah, I will oblige. I am standing back. What is coming?
Yeah.
Celine also takes a step back. And in that moment, the tent flaps burst open, and two kids just come barreling in and basically tackling Jordan. One of which is, in fact, Brivera. The other is the youngest guard. You guys met way back when you first returned. Jordan grimaces and kind of bears the pain as the kids are clambering all over him very excitedly. A couple of other soldiers are quickly coming in. They seem very excited to see Jordan as well.
Aww. I can hear you rolling dice. It's scaring me.
And a few moments later, Havoc the llama also enters the tent.
Yay!
And he just kind of stops and looks at everyone in the tent. It just kind of stands there.
Thank goodness. I've missed Havoc.
Me too.
We love him.
So while all that is happening, Celine just very casually, steps around Jordan on the ground and doesn't even look down as she goes, "Be careful. He's still got the fresh bandages and I don't want them coming off. Also, don't let him walk around." And with that, she just walks right out the tent.
I suppose I'll follow her. See if she needs any more help.
Yes, off to help the populace.
As you go, Brie actually does look up and, "Bye, guys!"
Oh, I'm gonna turn back and give her a big wave and a big smile.
Aw.
Yeah, as you look back, you can see Jordan is hugging the other kid very tightly. It does appear that this is the child.
Logan, it's your stepkid.
Oh, the other young guard, the other one.
Yep.
Aw, it's so cute.
And so I don't need to just keep saying the other kid. this, I'll just go ahead, the name that Rivera had said was Blake, so.
Blake.
There you go, name unlocked.
Wow.
Yay. Actually, before I head out of the tent with Celine, when I say bye to Bree, I'm gonna kind of motion to her and Blake. Introduce me to your friend later, okay?
Okay! Alright, so real quick, is there anything in particular or anything important you guys want to do while here in the Runesong Kingdom? Because coming up here, we will be doing a little bit of a time skip.
Ooh, okay.
So I just want to, so anything you guys, like, not for long, maybe like a week or two. So if there's anything you guys want to do before we do that, please let me know. And if at any time, you know, if you just wanted some, like, character interactions in between those couple of weeks, you know, we can do that. Or you can shoot me a message afterwards and we can kind of type up whatever if so needed. So
I think Philly's two main things would be just trying to kind of ask around more to whoever was available about Heartclash Island's lore, Kira lore, any direction that she should go to find more information about her mom, and then also making sure to kind of like bond with Bree and kind of continue those violin lessons that they were starting as they were walking through the canyon that time ago.
Wow.
Yeah. To help her out.
You're so nice. I was gonna say I want to go shopping.
Yeah, that's what Shunk was gonna do.
You're so nice. I'm like, I want myself. Like
hey, self-care is important too. All right.
It is.
So you don't actually get to spend a whole lot of one-on-one time with Bree, between, you know, while you guys are under investigation, you are throughout these weeks always accompanied by at least one guard, maybe one or two. And even with that, Bree is also kind of just running around trying to help wherever she possibly can, or just doing quote-unquote queenly duties, as she puts it. Yeah, and as for information about Heartclash Islands, go ahead and make a history check.
Thank goodness, I have a +4 to that.
You two. So a lot of the shops in like this main area have been destroyed. There's not a lot to buy.
Oof.
So you will have to travel like towards like the outskirts of the city to find any small shops that are still, you know, open. There are a couple like over in like the main area. There are a few smaller stands where some shopkeepers have tried to salvage what they can, but it seems like especially over towards the disaster area, it's mostly a lot of food or water or medical supplies. Yeah, further out to the outskirts of the city to get all the way there is gonna take it's a bit of a trek to get all the way there. This is a pretty big city. What exactly are you guys looking to buy?
You can go first if you want, Nelly.
I
If you don't know, I can bullshit something.
You said you wanted to go shopping. What do you mean? You
I
should know
do
what
want to
you
go shopping. Well, the things I want, now that you described it more in depth, I don't know if they're gonna have it because of the situation.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, I want to go shopping. And you're like, oh, everything's destroyed. Like, oh.
Maybe not.
The local Target has been.
Well, I mean, first of all, give it a shot anyway. But also, even if I hadn't said that, I mean, everything's in the hole. So
I forgot about that.
You know, it's gonna be limited regardless in the hole.
Lorelei walks up, cracks her knuckles, and she's like, yeah, I would like a 2017 black Honda Civic with tinted windows and leather seat.
Give me a Honda Odyssey. Let's go.
And they're like, what the f is a Honda?
Don't forget the baby seat.
I've got a horse named Honda.
We'll take it.
I'll take it. Is it the latest model?
The latest Mustang. Yes, the latest Mustang, newly caught, not trained at all. Will probably kill you.
That's how I like. No. I'll tame it. I'm from the Wild West. I'm Southern.
I can fix him.
Okay, what the heck? What the f*** did you want to buy?
Yes. Right. Okay, so first of all, like, healing potions for starters? If there's
Oh, yep, you can definitely get those. You can
Sorry,
get those
they're in the hole.
Dang it.
Yeah, you could easily just get those, in, like, the disaster area. Yep, those are being sold over there.
Okay, how many would we be allowed to have?
You know what? We will have you go over to one of these stands. It's a very shoddy makeshift stand. And you don't see anyone at first, but then you look down and you basically see a big ball of hair with 2 eyes poking out, blinking up at you.
Lorelei would kind of squint her eyes a little bit, looking down to see, like, is this like a thing? Like, what is this a person? Is this a creature? Like, what is this?
I'm trying to find the image.
It's a picture?
There is a picture. I'm struggling to... Here it is.
I'm so excited. Oh! I was expecting like the little creatures from Spirited Away, not
Cousin It.
I see.
So for the podcast listeners, it is this small, seems to be a humanoid of some sort that is just covered head to toe in bright red hair. He's got a huge bright red mustache and beard. Literally the only bits of skin that can be seen are his arms sticking out and the little bits of his face around his eyes and his nose.
Y'all know Yosemite Sam? It's kind of like that.
It's like the love child between Yosemite Sam and the thing from the Addams Family.
Okay, then Lorelei, now that she's gathering, this is a humanoid. This is a person.
This is a businessman.
This is a businessman running his shop. I respect it. And she'll kind of look down to him and just try to keep up pleasantries. Is your shop open for business?
He nods.
All right. Do you happen to have any healing potions?
He takes out and sets 3 lesser healing potions on the little table, and also pulls out 2 empty glass bottles and puts them up.
Is there something in these bottles?
He shakes his head no.
Great. I'll take the healing potions then.
He kind of taps on the wood and points below to a little sign that says, so the lesser healing potions are 5 gold each.
Okay, let me just check my inventory real quick. I know I have that, but let me just make sure. I don't have. I do have that. I do have that. Yeah, then Lorelei will pull out. Actually, before I pull this out. Is that like seem pretty average? Is 5 golds for a lesser healing potion pretty standard?
Are you
in
getting
my knowledge?
cheated?
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Usually they go for like around like 3 gold, but given the situation,
Right.
Okay.
That darn economy.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna haggle him. That's fine. I understand.
I mean, he's
He needs the extra funds for like shampoo and conditioner.
He also doesn't really seem like the argumentative type.
No. I'm a good citizen. I'll go ahead and I'll give
Are
him
you?
I am a good citizen. I will give him the 10 gold pieces. If it was any other situation, I wouldn't. But we're in a crisis. She'll give him the 10 gold pieces and slide it onto the table and in front of him.
He scoops them up and slides 2 of the potions over to you. And then he takes the coins, shoves it in his beard, then hops up onto the table and dances around for a minute, and then jumps back down and just continues staring with this big blank expression.
Lorelei, I feel like if you were to start just viciously dancing on the table, she would take a step back, grab the healing potion, and tuck them away in her own satchel.
Yep, that's fair.
And very confused, just say, I'm glad you're satisfied. All right, thank you for your business.
He does not respond. He just blinks up at you.
Good talk. And she's just gonna turn around and go.
I'm so glad to finally have had this interaction.
This is so good. I love this man. Does this man have a name?
I think I just have him down as Harry.
He wouldn't tell me anyways if he had a
No,
name.
he wouldn't.
That's a good point.
Honestly, you could call him anything. He wouldn't care.
I'll
All right,
carry him.
Shunk, what did you
Hello.
want to buy exactly?
Is there a blacksmith around?
Let's see. Blacksmith, you'd have to go to the outskirts, but, yeah, I'll let you do that.
Okie dokie.
Right, yep, so, you're going to the blacksmith. So on the outskirts, they're, cheaper blacksmiths. Blacksmiths they're not gonna go above and beyond, but they'll do the trick. So what do you...
Something throwable, I guess.
So, like, just any throwing weapon?
Yeah, or anything that can be thrown.
Okay, let's see. Throwing knives are pretty standard, I believe. Okay, hold on. Let me quick Google weapons that you can throw.
Real.
In one of my other games, I throw a piano.
Sick. Okay, so
Where did you get that
We were in
piano?
a church.
You're in a church.
Yeah, I'd say over here you could find throwing knives, throwing axes, and spears, particularly.
How much for the axes?
Yep, for 2 throwing axes, it would be 70 gold.
Shunk will just look at the blacksmith, just dead in the eyes, and then slowly walk backwards out of the store.
That's fair.
Actually, no, he'll walk back in, put 16 gold in front of the blacksmith, and just slowly push it towards him.
Looks at it, looks at you. I could give you this. And he pulls out, it's just like a little container of toothpicks shaped like swords.
Take it.
Seriously?
Of course you will.
So he pushes the gold towards the guy, all 16 pieces of gold.
Dang it.
And then he just like scoops the sword-shaped toothpicks back and just puts them in his like knapsack.
The Smith looks very surprised, but eventually just kind of, okay, and takes the gold.
Best purchase.
That's like 3 healing potions worth of toothpicks.
They will be useful later. They will
I'll
be
find a
useful
use.
later.
I'll find a use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, weapons already aren't cheap,
He
but
just
don't
bought
worry,
like
you got
50 mini swords.
you got plenty of stuff to do. Alright, is that all the important stuff? Again, with character, if there are any particular character interactions you guys want to go over, we'll talk about those after the session.
No, I think I'm good. I just wanted to shop. I'm satisfied.
Shunk just runs back to Philly with the sword-shaped toothpicks in his hands and goes, look what I got.
Oh, those are very nice, Shunk. A bunch of mini swords.
It only cost me 16 gold.
Good job, Shunk. And I'll pat him on the head.
Oh, in case I didn't say it before, I can't remember. Yeah, you didn't find any information about, the Hearthflash Islands or your mom, Philly.
Sweet. Because my dice hate me, I get it.
Alright, so, we're gonna skip ahead a couple weeks. Throughout the weeks, you guys have been, helping as much as you can with, recovery efforts. You've been helping try and rebuild some shelters, especially for the wounded and those who really need it. Been helping find a few more survivors and those who didn't survive down in the caves. Been helping out with the medics and taking care of those that you can. During the time, you have been followed around by the guards, as promised. And you have also found Danya and Taru have been frequently going back into the ruins, both to search for survivors, and they seem to be taking a lot of notes and recording and researching the ruins and anything they can find. And over this time, some other people from around Varuna, from the neighboring towns and cities, have been coming in with volunteers and just some general supplies to try and help rebuild things. And for the first week, it was going really well, but as the second week nears to an end, it seems to have slowed down a lot. It seems a lot of resources it's just not quite enough for the amount of damage that has been done. And at some point, you do notice these large birds flying over the castle and perching behind it. Behind it is this tower. And these birds look like raptors. They do seem like birds of prey, but very, very large and with surprisingly shorter wingspan. Very, very long tail feathers. And these are very common pretty much all around the world. These birds are long-distance carriers. They are used by people to send... they're basically like mail birds, to send messages from literally across oceans. They were bred and raised to fly for very, very long distances. It seems that a lot of messages have been coming back from all around Varuna. And at some point, it seems the letters begin to slow down as well. It seems like just the resources are just being spread so thin. Until towards the end of the second week, a message comes in. And Bree is running around like crazy with a couple other guards, and they seem to be gathering a lot of things and just trying to pack them away.
Do we have any clue where that last communication came from?
You do not.
I mean, we could theoretically go and ask them what's going on, but we're not in the castle right now to ask.
Yeah.
Hold on real quick, I need to...
Gotta roll for random dragon attack.
I'll say, today at, it's, morning time. New morning. Everyone's just woke up. Wiki. You, you are, with, Jordan and Blake right now. It's, their turn to babysit you, basically.
Yay!
Oh. I feel like at this point, I'm just like, I'm assuming Bree introduced me to Blake at some point. What is our relationship like up to this point? Because I feel like I would have tried to have been this kid's friend, you know?
They still don't know you super well, because between all the, repairs and jobs, they've kind of been, like, all over the place, just like Bree has.
Sure, yeah.
So there hasn't been a whole lot of, solid one-on-one time, but, they seem pretty nice. They're quiet, they're polite. But they do seem, a bit on the shyer side. They seem to gain a little more confidence when they are with Jordan.
In that case, yeah, gang, what do you think we're doing at this moment?
When you say we wake up, are we waking up, like, where are we? This is a crazy, where are we staying?
Where are we staying? Yeah.
So there's a lot of, like, makeshift, shelters, makeshift, what's the word I'm looking for? Barracks? Is that the word?
Barracks is a word, yeah.
So you're kind of with the makeshift barracks, but that, are actually shared by, some of the other guards, who are, on site, or... Yep, some of the on site, so... Just in some general makeshift barracks. Barracks?
Sweet.
Barack Obama. No.
Barack Obama.
Obama.
Yes, we are staying in the Barack Obamas.
In the Barack Bahamas.
Barack Bahamas!
Yeah!
Shamrock Bahamas. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, I feel like I would just be kind of in the barracks mourning pleasantries to whoever's babysitting us for that day, asking Blake, you know, how life's going, how life with the father's going.
I'm gonna make a bold choice. Lorelei is Jordan and Blake with us?
Yeah, I'd say you guys just stepped out from the tent, and they're just... Yep, they're just hanging. They were just waiting for you guys.
Yeah, and like, would you say that like what we've observed with like Bree and the castle kind of frantically running around packing things, that's something that a lot of people have noticed, or is that just something we noticed?
Hard to say, really.
Okay, then was anyone else gonna speak to them first?
All you, boo.
Slay. Okay, Lorelei's gonna walk out of the barracks then, or the tent, or wherever they are sleeping, and kind of walk up next to them. Good morning.
They both kind of look to you. Both utter a good morning. We got like the kid good morning, and then the like a good morning like baritone voice that I can't do.
Pretend I'm a man. Good morning.
That's all I can do.
Me as a DM. God.
I can only do like 3 voices. I'm doing my best.
No, I feel it.
I love to think of Jordan standing there and full on going, pretend I'm a man. Good morning.
Today's the day. All right. Yeah. Then I'm assuming as Philly and Shunk are still waking up, Lorelei is gonna kind of, well, first of all, before I start a conversation, kind of look around. What's the vibe of this area right now? Or like, are there still like wounded people getting healed? Is the vibe kind of somber? Like, what's going on?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. Finally, a positive Yeah, the dirty 20.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So you're looking around and
Let's go.
you know, there are still a few people here and there who maybe they're just guards or rescue parties who got into some trouble while underground. But every now and then there might be a survivor or two. By week 2, there's not a whole lot. So, but there are a few people still here and there who are being healed in need of assistance. But quite a few of the medic tents have actually been taken down because they aren't needed quite as much. You look around, there is still so much devastation. It's a lot of the buildings just haven't had the resources to be rebuilt, and the ones that have are still in very, very rough shape. But overall, a lot of the people, while there are a lot who are, you know, very somber, some clearly grieving their losses, there's a little bit of like, kind of seems like a nervous yet curious air. Seems like people are kind of mumbling to each other, kind of looking expectant, like they're expecting something to happen.
Lorelei's gonna turn to them and just kind of just bluntly say, have you all noticed a very nervous and curious air amongst us?
We have. Jordan just kind of Jordan nods and glances out to people. Sorry, need to do math for a second. Yeah, we've noticed. The Queen is getting ready to make a speech later today, so I assume that's what it's about.
Ooh.
A speech about what, if you know? He doesn't know.
He kind of pauses, glances at Blake, and then glances at you and... Well, I guess you'll have to wait and see.
Because you know, or you don't know?
Because I think it'd be better if you heard it from the Queen herself first.
Oh, a surprise speech. I see. Speaking of the Queen, another interrogation question for y'all. Have you noticed them kind of scrambling around a bit lately?
I have. I feel that's something she's going to address.
Oh, another surprise. All right. That is it. That was my question.
All right.
Someone interrupt me.
Philly's gonna walk out, stretch. Good morning, with like a big ol' smile on her face.
Good morning, Philly.
What is this I hear about the queen in a speech?
She's given a surprise speech, apparently.
Ooh, I like surprises.
And that's all I'm given. I know nothing else. And I don't think he does either. Teasingly at Jordan.
Yeah.
I'll gotta look to Jordan. All right.
And
he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Would you like to? Would you like to make an insight check?
I would. I very much would.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bad insight.
Can I make one as well?
You please make one. I got an 8.
Yeah, Lorelei, you cannot read this dude.
I can't read Jeremy Jordan, guys.
No.
He's an enigma.
I also got an 8.
Dang it!
Neither of you can read this guy at all. He is stone-faced serious.
I haven't rolled higher. That 8 was my highest roll. No, not okay. I rolled a 7 with a +1. 7 has been my highest roll this entire session.
I mean, to be fair, we haven't done a whole lot of rolls.
Shunk's gonna stumble out of the tent looking like Robin Williams from Jumanji.
You alright? You sleep well?
Oh,
Yeah, sounds about right.
He said, "Did you sleep well?"
I'm sleepy, not deaf.
Does not faze her one bit.
Yeah, Shunk's just gonna look around at everybody and be like, "Oh, what's happening? Why is the queen doing the thing?
Bree's gonna give a surprise speech.
About what?
I said Bree's gonna give a surprise speech.
About what?"
I don't know. That's why it's a surprise.
He's gonna turn to Jeremy Jordan and ask him, "About what?"
He just looks down and... You'll have to wait and see.
He says you're gonna have to wait and see.
Can I also do insight?
Yes, you can also do insight. This whole conversation is going on. Blake is like almost like tucked behind Jordan at this point, like looking at, like watching you guys do this, like every now and then, like kind of looking up at Jordan, like quizzically, like, do you, like, what is happening?
Oh, poor Blake. Poor Blake. Okay, Shunk, roll higher than an 8 on this insight check. I'm begging.
At least a 10.
I mean, I tried, but I only got a 17.
Oh!
This guy's poker face is very impressive.
Dang.
But not impressive enough, right?
Shunk, you can't really make much of it, but it does seem like, it seems like he's not clueless. It seems like he very much knows what's going on. But other than that...
Would I be able to tell if it's like a good thing or a bad thing?
No, you can't tell.
Would the party be opposed to me lifting up one of the children and just shaking him for answers?
What? Excuse me?
I think so. I think Philly would be.
Yeah.
I think,
no,
Jordan,
we're not
the
shaking
guard that
children.
is currently investigating you, wouldn't appreciate it if you grabbed his child.
List of things that Annie can't believe she has to tell us.
Well, then I won't do it.
Good.
Yet.
No one told you to shake children.
Wait, don't do what now?
I said don't shake children.
Don't what?
Why are we talking? What?
Shake.
Why are we talking about this now?
Nothing. Alright, let's go see the queen.
Yeah, if we can, let's go see the queen.
It's the big surprise.
Ooh, maybe we're gonna be knights.
We're gonna get knighted.
We're gonna get knighted.
If you were gonna get knighted,
Sir
you would be the first to be informed.
Or maybe...
What if it was a surprise knighting?
Yeah, or maybe it's a surprise, because the speech is a surprise. Following the trend.
It's not.
Well, maybe you're not informed.
You're not even part of the guard, technically.
Technically, we were her personal guards when we rescued her.
For a day.
One day, and that carried on because you are here investigating us and you found us doing nothing wrong. So I think it still remains.
I didn't realize you submitted a job application.
It was given.
Did you just say it was a given?
It was a given.
Lorelei submits a job application out of spite.
Now I will not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do realize
Well, now
you
I'm
have to
going
go through training and trials and then be approved by the guard general?
I mean, I think we pretty much succeeded thus far. Gesturing to the party. We made it back.
It takes a lot more than that to get into the guard.
And I'm sure that'd be a surprise if you wanted to tell us.
If you want to be part of the guard, I'm sure that's something you can talk about.
We also didn't go down in a cave and get, like, knocked out.
What?
Huh?
All right, the speech. Let's go.
To the queen!
He's like... He kind of shakes his head and... If you are serious about joining the guard, let me know.
Does it pay well?
Pretty well, actually, yeah.
I do like money.
I know the queen certainly likes you.
That's mainly thanks to her. Gesturing to Philly.
He looks at you and he actually looks a little bit amused and he goes, you know you're not really selling yourself here.
I'm not, but it's worked thus far.
Okay.
Jordan doesn't know what to make of Runesong's favorite idiots.
Bro, we're so stupid.
You were literally.
Are we going to the queen or is that like later in the day?
You guys have been walking as you've been talking.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to make sure everyone had said what they needed to before moving on.
I could go back and forth with Jordan all day. Please, someone else talk.
No, please.
Bella's just kind of like
It's fun.
skipping along. She's kind of listening in on the conversation. She kind of just jumps and does a little flutter to the ground, skips along, jumps, does a little flutter to the ground. And when you make the comment about, oh yeah, that's mostly her doing about the queen liking us, I kind of turn around, still skipping backwards, and just give a little wave.
Oh, she's so cute.
You know, I'm really gonna miss Brie when we head off on our own adventures eventually.
You're leaving?
I mean, at some point, I have things I need to do. I can't stay forever.
And he kind of looks at you, Lorelei, and so you're not joining the guard.
I haven't really thought about what we're doing past all of this. I mean, joining the guard's a possibility, but I'm not sure where this group is gonna go from here.
I think you would make a great guard, Lorelei.
I don't know if that's something I'd really want to do. I said it in humor, but maybe.
Oh. Well, if you ever wanted to do it, I think you would be great.
Well, thank you, Philomena.
I'd really like to stay, I really would, but maybe I'll come back when I finish my quest.
What quest?
Oh, I'm looking for my mom. I might have heard me going around asking for information about the Heartclash Islands the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's to do with her.
Well, I'm sure Brie will be happy to know that you got one.
All these people are just so wholesome.
No.
Except for Lawrence, he sucks. Alrighty, shall we make our way to the castle?
Yep, you've been walking, like, in the castle halls. It's a big castle, guys. You guys
okay, cool,
you've just been walking and talking. And at some point, Blake kind of, stops near a window and appears to glance out, but then quickly jogs to catch up. Kind of, tugs on Jordan's arm. And, as Jordan leans down, Blake just kind of mumbles something to him, and Jordan actually, like, stops, like, pinches the bridge of his nose, and... Okay. Blake, take over for me. And then he turns to you three and goes, excuse me for a minute, I need to go and deal with something. And he walks off.
I do my little golden retriever head tilt. What's going on?
Blake looks up at you and has kind of a, like, nervous, concerned expression on his face, and I saw Celine out there. She's overworking herself again.
Oh, she should really learn to take a break sometimes. She's a magnificent guard, but she's gonna wear herself down.
Yeah, she has a habit of doing that.
That's too bad.
But it'll be okay. Jordan can get her to stop.
Good. 'Cause she's a good person.
At this, Blake smiles, and she is. She's just maybe not so good to herself all the time. Anyway, Jordan can handle it. Celine has to listen to him. This way. And they turn and start going up the stairs.
All right, we shall follow.
We follow.
I'll kind of take a glance back. Can I see through the window to kind of see what Blake's talking about?
Nah, not from where you are. You've since passed the window.
All right, I'm not gonna backtrack because that looks really stalkerish. So I'm just gonna keep going back up. Walk back and plaster my face to the glass. No. Yeah, we are following, or at least I'm following Blake up the stairs.
Yeah, and I'll follow too. Shunk is Shunk.
Shunk is Shunk.
Yeah, Shunk is following. Shunk is doing Shunk things.
Shunk is shunking up the stairs.
Shunking up the steps.
I just love how I keep, like, throwing out, like, these very, like, questionable things. Like, things that most people would think to question, and nobody thinks anything of it.
Well, yeah, because we all understand that self-care is important but hard. It's a common struggle.
Not on that.
No questions asked. Oh.
Let's see. I tried asking Jeremy Jordan about what's going on with the queen. He said none of your business. So that's off the table. What else could it be? What did we miss?
Maybe something I typed in the chat. I don't know.
Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't see the chat.
Little Chugger said, I thought that was just a joke. I thought we were just laughing about it. I didn't.
Oh, yeah, I thought we were joking.
You don't think that's weird? Okay, is that normal? Okay, sure.
Well, I don't know. How old is Blake?
It's a kid, you know?
Yeah! Child!
Maybe,
I don't know. How old is he?
maybe Blake's like a veteran, you know? Maybe.
How many times now have when I brought up Blake, I brought up, hey, this very young child, youngest looking person in the guard, this child with his father!
You know, so
Okay,
we're walking up
fine.
the steps. Let's ask him. Someone ask him. We're walking up the steps.
You know, God came in and gave me a divine intervention and told me to ask you.
No. Like I said, I don't want to, like, put you guys too much, like, out of character, but I just had to bring that up just for the listeners, for the dear listeners. This isn't for a lack of trying. The DM is trying to plant the seeds. The players just are walking over them.
Go, Philly, go!
As we're walking up the stairs, I'm gonna kind of look to Blake now that we've kind of established a little bit of rapport, aka they're actually talking to me, and just kind of ask, you and Bree seem awfully close. Did you guys know each other before you and your dad joined the guard?
Blake looks a little bit hesitant at first, but they do nod, and yeah, actually, we've known each other since we were really little. Jordan was already part of the guard, though. He adopted me later on.
Oh, that's really nice. Did you join the guard to follow in your dad's footsteps, or maybe for Bree?
I mean, yeah, to both. I was in training to be a guard, and then when Bree became queen, she promoted me right away.
Do either of these kids have a crush on each other?
Absolutely.
You can think so if you want.
I've been holding on to this theory.
Oh, I've shipped them
But
since
these kids
guys
in
are like
love.
the
These
number
kids
one
in love.
Yeah, I've shipped them since the first time
Yeah.
their names were mentioned by each other.
The subplot
Yeah.
of this entire campaign is you guys trying to, like, play Cupid.
Oh, that'd be so cute!
Yes.
Let's put them together.
Anyway, as I was saying, and ever since I became the youngest member of the guard, in saying this, you do notice that there's some underlying nervousness and anxiety about this.
Oh. It's just the kids, man. They're so cute. I'm gonna kind of hold my wing and my arm out as if like, hey, if you want a hug, you can step in. If not, you don't have to. Kind of. And just kind of smile at him.
He just kind of gives you a soft smile back and like a nod, but doesn't seem to want a hug. Just kind of pulls her chin up, like fixes their posture and continues walking.
Oh, I'll put my arm and my wing back. Kind of nod back, so an understanding is built.
An understanding has been built. Congratulations.
Yes, exactly. So, how long have you been a part of the guard?
I guess I've technically been training since I was little, but it wasn't official until I was around 10.
And how old are you now?
13.
Yeah, that's old enough to be a guard. I don't know what you're so worried about, Annie.
Have you met a 13-year-old? You're a substitute teacher, Kaitlyn. You of all people should know 13-year-olds should not be responsible for this.
This is also like medieval fantasy. 13-year-olds had like full-time jobs back in the day.
Yes, back in the day. While this is medieval fantasy, that's not normal in this society.
She's like, child labor laws exist now.
Because also in this society, people can also in this society, people can live to like 200 years old. But in real life, people barely lived past like what, 20?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You died of the plague like instantly. You came out of the womb on a time limit.
Born to be great, forced to die of plague.
Yes, in this society, it is not normal at all.
Okay.
It's also not normal for the queen to be so young either.
Well, no, but that's kind of extenuating circumstances. So yeah, I'll kind of raise an eyebrow. Seems awfully young, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But Brie's pretty young too, so.
Hey, Blake, if you ever need anything, you know that we're here for all of you guys, right?
Yeah. Sure. Thanks.
Of course. Anything for you. And all of the people here in Runesong. Except for Lawrence, he sucks.
Was that a character?
No.
Well, it should be a character.
All right.
That's the Philly's inner monologue that allows her to be meaner than her outside expressions.
All right. In that case, you guys get up to, it's the same balcony from where Brie had given her speech before. I'm trying to get my music file up.
Why do I feel like something bad's gonna happen?
You know what? That is a pretty good spot to end.
No!
The session.
Oh no! What's gonna happen?
I want to know what